Good evening, everybody, and thank you for giving us your time tonight. We are extremely excited to share with you our Kroger Total Rewards campaign in collaboration with MSU Com 399. To get started, my name is Robert Butterson. I'm a senior at Michigan State majoring in communications.
Hello, everyone. My name is Max Hunter. I am a junior at Michigan State University, and I'm majoring in communication and minoring in public relations.
Hi, my name is Josie. I'm also a communications major, and I'm in my senior year this year.
Hi guys, my name is Gabby Lucia. I'm a junior at MSU, and I'm a communications major with a minor in CSD.
And we want to give a special thanks to our Kroger team, Andrew, who couldn't be here, Joe, who is here, and Rachel, who couldn't be here as well. They've been amazing resources to work with and have been great throughout this entire campaign. Imagine studying night and day for a test and getting the results back as a 38%. That's not very good, right? I'm sure some of us can relate to that. Well, Kroger's annual employee survey returned a 38% satisfaction score towards the Total Rewards program. What this indicates is the current low trust in Kroger's Total Rewards, and it provides an opportunity for us to improve the satisfaction in that area.
So speaking of total rewards, some of you might wonder what that is. So for those of you who don't know, total rewards encompasses all of the benefits that are extended to Kroger employees. As you can see, this includes 401k benefits, healthcare plans, pensions, education assistance, and many more things, actually. And altogether, this encompasses about an extra $21 per hour. And we have decided to brand this as our hidden paycheck, which Josie will describe in a later slide. So moving on to our goals, one of our biggest goals that we discussed with Kroger was just to raise awareness for the Total Rewards program. By sparking more interest, obviously, we hope that more employees enroll in the Total Rewards program to take advantage of all these great benefits that Kroger offers to their employees.
Building off of and using those previous two goals mentioned, we want to increase employee retention among all levels of Kroger employees. Our idea is that by raising awareness of the program and by getting more employees enrolled in specific total rewards, then employee satisfaction is going to increase, which is followed by employee retention. Another goal we want to hit is to increase that total rewards survey score that I mentioned earlier. Like I said, the score is a 38% satisfaction towards total rewards package right now, and we want that goal to be around 80%. Our campaign is directed towards the internal hourly associates throughout Kroger and the internal management associates throughout Kroger. The internal hourly associates account for about 17,000 associates, and management accounts for about 850 throughout the region. Throughout our various ways of promoting this campaign, we also have a target audience of potential external employees.
So our overall objective is that we want to bring awareness to Kroger's Total Rewards program in hopes that we can increase job satisfaction for present and future Kroger associates. So essentially our campaign is an awareness campaign because we want to get associates to actually enroll and utilize these benefits that they have available to them. But we also want to focus on how using these benefits will increase job satisfaction overall. And like Robert already mentioned, we do want to increase the satisfaction survey score from a 38 to the 80%. And not only do we want to bring awareness to the program, but we also want to provide associates with any information on how they can actually enroll in these benefits. And another strong goal is that we want to increase customer retention and make sure that the Total Rewards program will motivate employees to stick with Kroger as a career and discourage them from going and working for other competitors in the future. And we know that all of these things combined will promote job satisfaction within Kroger and create a reliable and positive work environment.
Our group has talked about a distribution strategy as far as using as many and all touch points as possible to bring awareness to this campaign. To start, we want to use Kroger's personal TV program, which is KTV. We have chosen to implement this as a way of like promoting a 1-minute video, which we'll talk about in a later slide. Robert will mention in our video treatment, but it's a way to bring awareness to the campaign in a 1-minute video. And then we have decided that we can put this before the annual survey for satisfaction to remind associates what they're getting from Kroger's benefits. We also plan to use this video in social media platforms. This will be easy to be implemented, and the way that it's most platforms are for free nowadays, as well as this will reach our potential external associates audience by getting people to apply for jobs, as well as reaching another touch point for the internal associates.
And for the last touch point that we are going to discuss for our distribution strategy is our print media. So this would include emails, posters, and brochures. The great thing about all of these is that all associates have access, and with especially for the posters and brochures, these can be accessed by just shoppers at Kroger stores that might have interest in what they have to say. Another great thing about these types of media is that they're easy to create and potentially reuse for an extended period of time. But diving a little more deeper into the distribution strategy for the brochures, we plan to distribute these brochures to all internal employees by stacking them at checkout counters and also having them in Kroger break rooms. Another big idea we have for the brochures is to distribute them to all new hires, whether management or hourly, as this would be help them be more inclined to ask questions about total rewards and have them have an easier way to understand what total rewards is, rather than with just the information divulged in the handbook and the overall total rewards document. For the posters, we plan to have these in all Kroger stores, highlighting employees who have taken advantage of the total rewards package and how these benefits have helped them in their lives. And for the email, we plan to blast this to all current associates. This is easy to reach, and I'll talk a little bit more in depth about this on a later slide.
This is our hidden paycheck piggy. This is what our group's idea was of a stamp that we could put on all of our touch points to familiarize associates with the campaign we're talking about. You can think of this as the Geico lizard. We wanted it to be a cartoon-like, and in our final design, we want it to mimic almost the Kroger brand that Kroger has already established for itself. But we chose this character because we think it's fun and it's cute, and we think associates will be familiar with it and then want to talk about it, and it, again, spread the campaign via word of mouth, reaching further audiences. We decided also to make internal and hourly brochures, as well as the management staffs. You can see that we have our hidden paycheck piggy again on this touch point as well. Between the two brochures, we made it different colors because we wanted the two schemes to make it easier to distinguish between the two, because of there is different information as far as that goes on the brochures, as far as resources go for both management and hourly. And Robert will further explain on the next slide with the management brochures.
So as you can see, there's a slight change in the color from brochures, but the design stays the same because we don't want too much of a change, but we want to be able to identify which brochure associates with which kind of benefits and rewards that Kroger offers. So the left image of this brochure is the far right side of that left image is going to be the front of the brochure, or the top of it. It's going to be the first thing you see when you're holding the brochure. The middle part of that left image, that's going to be the back. And so you can see how on the front, we really wanted to emphasize the total rewards, Kroger, and then hit that touch point with the hidden paycheck piggy again. And then on the back, we provide any contact information or places where they can get any more information that this brochure doesn't provide. And then the right image, it would be the inside of the brochure. And this is where all the information containing retirement benefits or medical benefits, anything like that, that's where that information would be stored within the brochure.
So here's one of the posters that we created, and we decided to make a poster because it can easily grab people's attention. It can be placed in areas that customers and employees will constantly see and just kind of serve as a constant reminder. So the idea of this particular poster is that we want to highlight employees who have already enrolled in the Total Rewards program, and we want to emphasize the positive experience that they have had while being a Total Rewards member. So these posters will feature a variety of ages and demographics so that we can appeal to everyone in our target audience. So as you can see in this poster, this shows a younger girl named Emily, but we also created a poster that would include someone more mature who has been working with Kroger for a longer period of time. And this kind of just emphasizes that, people that are associates at Kroger and that have enrolled in the Total Rewards program, this has benefited them even at different stages in their lives. So these are aimed to be very personable, and we want to show firsthand that employees have taken advantage of this program and how it has helped them in their careers. And we want people to essentially look at these posters and think that that could be me. And these will be hung in break rooms and around Kroger stores just to serve as another touch point for the campaign.
So next we move on to our internal press release, which would be an email notification to all Kroger associates. And the most important thing about this one is that we are giving a broad overview of the hidden paycheck and the total rewards package. And that this, like I said, reinforces our hidden paycheck and then also helps convince more associates to either ask more questions about the total rewards package or to enroll in the program, hopefully.
So with the access to KTV, the far reach of social media, and an internal emailing system, we created a video treatment that features positive employee testimonials that reinforce certain aspects of the Total Rewards program. Our thought is this: we display a fact, something simple like how much money an employee can save by contributing the max to Kroger's 401k or their pension plan. And then we follow this with an interview shot of an employee giving their positive experience about what it's like working for Kroger and contributing to these 401k plans themselves. Following this, we displayed graphics similar to the first one that covers a fact about a total reward, and there's another employee that gives their positive experience with that total reward, and that process goes on for about a minute long, and that minute is pretty specific because we think that's a good length for video engagement on all of our touch points, which, as we mentioned before, we would like to put it on social media, including in front of any associate that is going to be taking the annual survey where they return the satisfaction scores towards total rewards. And the real big moneymaker on this video treatment is going to be the end. We really want it to be memorable and something that everybody can think about when they think about Kroger. So our thought is we include about 32 diverse employees, all in their own rectangle, similar to how we are in Zoom right now. And they're all smiling and saying at the same time, we aren't just America's grocer. Behind the scenes, we are a family of associates. This includes a couple of different Kroger catchphrases that are nationally known among people that don't even shop at Kroger. And by doing this, it kind of reinforces to the employees that they are part of the family that Kroger has spent 100+ years creating and worked so hard to maintain now. So our highest cost for this campaign would be that video treatment, which we estimate to be around $6,000 for a 1-minute video production after meeting with Kroger and doing a little bit of research. The video production would include a top to bottom production and editing crew that has experience doing internal video production before. The brochures and posters we priced out to be around the same. The brochures we want to have enough in each store in the region to provide to any new hires that they bring on board, as well as any associate that may have any questions or concerns regarding total rewards. For posters, we want to include each of these, or we want each store to include multiple posters, kind of emphasizing the different employees that the company has. Bringing all of this together, this brings our initial investment to around $11,000, assuming that the distributing platforms such as KTV and social media are free.
Once we meet our previously mentioned goals of increasing job satisfaction and job retention in Kroger, we plan to expand this campaign from nationwide to, or statewide to nationwide. There will be reoccurring costs. As far as the brochures go, as long as the information doesn't change, we won't need to update them, but reprinting those will cost, as well as the posters. Those are going to need to be updated to keep engaging the audiences every 2 years or so. So reprinting is going to be the most reoccurring cost as far as extending this campaign.
So to kind of give a recap to our campaign proposal, about 19,000 internal employees will be affected in total, and this could be potentially more if our content was used externally. An example of this would just be, if passerby were in a Kroger store and they see the poster on the wall and they wonder what that is, and then they go to the checkout aisle and they pick up a brochure, that might be able to make them kind of choose to work at Kroger instead of the competition. Also, as we have described, we have as many touch points as possible for our associates to interact with. And again, this can be current or future associates. We want to try to attract as many people as we can with this campaign so that the most people as possible can either ask questions about total rewards or to eventually enroll. Another big point we want to remind everyone about is that we want to give our new hires more easy to understand information about total rewards by giving them brochures during the hiring process, along with their employee handbook and the total rewards document. The brochures, as we have described earlier in our presentation, are just give a more broad overview of what the total rewards package is, highlighting their hidden paycheck. And it's just a little bit, like I said, easier to understand than the long document that is the entire total rewards package. And finally, as Josie mentioned a little bit, we want to possibly expand this to statewide and regional campaigns if this is deemed successful, which we think it could be within a matter of time. So with that, we'd like to thank everyone for listening to our presentation. We especially would like to thank, again, Joe, Rachel, and Andrew, who Rachel and Andrew couldn't be here tonight, but we'd like to thank them all again for being so helpful during this campaign. They answered all of our questions and met with us whenever we could at a Zoom call. So we are very thankful for that. And yeah, I guess we can open it up to questions.